How's it going, everybody? Playing some more Minishcap today, and you might be wondering why I'm here, and that is actually because my Switch was used for one of the Zelda Dungeons Minishcap races, but we can fix that, like so, and from here we're going to continue on with probably making our way towards the, gosh, what is that called? I don't know, I can't think of the dungeon/temple name right now, but we're going to be getting the bow this episode. And maybe another heart container. I forget how many heart pieces I'm at, but probably at least one or two, I'm thinking. But now that we have the Pegasus boots, we can actually make our way to Castor Wilds. And aside from the bow, I don't think there's too much over there like that's of major importance. I think there's a swordsman, or a place where you can get another tiger scroll. However, I believe that is much later on in the game. So unfortunately, can't do anything with that now. But we can at least make our way to the next area, which I still cannot remember the name. I want to say it's the Temple of Winds, but I don't think it is. I think that's the 5th or 4th dungeon. I think it's the 5th. But we'll see. I always forget what this one's called. Anyways, I like Castor Wilds because it's kind of got that, it doesn't really sound swampy. To me, it sounds like more deserty. Although I haven't really heard too many swamp-like soundtracks for video games, so this very well could perfectly fit a swamp area. I'm just not too familiar with how a swamp would sound. I really like what they did with the area. The whole puddle thing and the random little flowers for some reason. And just the whole murky water situation. I feel it's not something we see too common in Zelda games. I mean, we've seen it in Majora's Mask, Minishcap, Link's Awakening. Okay, I guess it is seen more often than not. I guess I just don't pay too much attention to it, but I think Minishcap really nailed it down well, because it seems more swampy to me than the Link's Awakening one, for sure. Minishcap did a good job, too. There's a strategy for these Darknuts I was watching when we were doing the Minishcap races, the marathon. I don't really remember how to do them. I think you have to roll into these guys, or Pegasus boots into them. However, I am just going to fight it the traditional way, and just slash and pray for the best. Because maybe that'll work out, you never know. Maybe. Very heavy emphasis on maybe. I don't think any of our weapons would damage this guy, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would try them. Maybe a bomb would work, but I don't know. I kind of want to just slash him and hope for the best. Okay, that worked. So you must have to roll when he's doing his attack. But I thought there's oh, interesting. So I guess if you're just out of his range, he won't try and counter you. I keep forgetting I don't have the sword on the Pegasus boots yet. Okay, that guy was actually surprisingly weak compared to the other Darknuts. But I guess it's only like level 3 boss, so they kind of don't want to make it too difficult. Okay, so now we gotta figure out where to go without getting too lost. I know for some of these paths I'm gonna need the arrow. Yeah, right there, that's one. So, I can't do anything there until I get the bow. But I think the bow might be in the top left of the area. Because here's another guy. I think these are the Armos of these games. Could be wrong though. Let's see if I go down this way. Alright, so it's not down here, but maybe over here? Yeah, I think this should be it. Alright. Then we'll just make our way through this little log, and then this little... I don't even know what this would be called. Bushy area? I don't know. I do have to take care of those seashells, though. Because I don't want to get to the point where I'm at 999 and can't save anymore. So... probably after the next temple, I'll be doing a video where I'm getting rid of all those. And then, for my next Zelda game, I think I'm going to be doing A Link to the Past. Because that recently came out on... or the GBA version recently came out. And originally, what I was going to do was use my actual GBA copy. But now I don't have to do that. So, that'll be coming up after Minishcap. And then... I don't know, I don't think I have any more 3D Zelda games left to do. I've done Oracle games. I've done Link's Awakening. I'm not saying those are 3D, but I'm just pointing out what I've done. Wind Waker, I don't know when that's gonna come. I'm kind of not looking forward to that one. I like Wind Waker. It's not one of my favorites, but I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of stuff that you have to collect in that game for 100%. So we'll see. And I for sure still do want to redo A Link Between Worlds, because that first one was kind of atrocious, in my opinion. I think I honestly did a better job of Ocarina of Time 3D than I did with Link Between Worlds. So I'm going to be redoing that for sure. I'm just really not happy with the way that turned out. But now that we have the bow, we can move those Armos statues. I don't know if that's what they're called in this game. They might be an entirely different enemy, but I'm going to call them Armos for now. And then, I don't really have any other side games going on at the moment, so I might start up another PS2 game one of these days. Maybe one of the 007 ones. I'm not sure yet. And I do want to get back into New Horizons a bit more. Just because I've been kind of slow with the New Horizons stuff lately. And my creator juices are kind of coming back to me, so we'll see how that goes. Now, how many arrows is this guy going to take? 2, 3, 4? No, 4? So 4 arrows. And then I need to figure out how I get the light arrows as well, because I'm not 100% certain on how you go about doing that. Because in my previous playthrough, I didn't suck up that little ghost thing from the guy. But this time I did, and I think the only other time that I've gotten the light arrows was in the GBA version. So I'm going to have to try and figure out how you go about doing that. Our second gold Kinstone leaves us with only one more. As for where it is, I'm not too certain. Let's take a little peek. Might have something to do with the Armos over here, so. Or maybe that's a Kinstone piece that he's gonna lead to. That might actually be a Kinstone piece, so. Let me just check real quick. And he's stuck. There we go. It's a weird spot for lights to appear. So as for that gold Kinstone piece, can't do anything over here. Where is it? I believe I don't need to turn Minish yet, or Minish sized yet, until I get the flippers. So, I don't know if it's over here or not. I know that once I get the flippers, I can go up top there, and I think that's a swordsman guy, maybe? Okay, so I'm thinking I need to go to the far left. But I do want to be careful that I don't accidentally get super lost, but I think... Okay, this should be the way up here. Let's just double check. See if this guy wants to sell me anything useful. Oops. And we don't need any arrows, so it's a bad deal. And it, oh, he does want to fuse. I wonder what this is going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be a heart piece, but I'm not certain. But let's see what's up here now. This should be the way to get the other Kinstone piece. Alright, let's see. Okay, so this is one of the, sword teacher dudes. I don't think we can do anything yet, but I think there's a heart piece. So once we have all 7, that's when we can train with him, which is going to be a little while. Just a little while. A little shortcut here, and we'll have a warp place available after this next temple. Then let's see what's up here. It does seem they're pretty generous with how little damage some enemies do in this game. Like, I'm not constantly dying or anything, so I feel that maybe could have been a complaint, like from the Oracle games, possibly, because you did seem to die pretty fast in those games, unless you had the what was that ring called? Was it the blue ring that gave you more defense? Might have been, but I really liked that ring. I know I played through that my second playthrough. I don't remember if I did Linked Ages. I think it was a Linked Seasons game that I did, but I really liked that ring because it was nice. Like, you wouldn't die as fast. Although I did have the choice of getting the red ring as well, or would have the one that doubles your damage. But I prefer more defense because there's so many ways to upgrade your offense in that game, but not really too many ways for defense. So it was nice to have. And I believe in this game there's a way to like momentarily upgrade your defense and defense or offense. But I don't think that's for a little while yet. And it doesn't last too long. Oh, and I'm just realizing now that their faces, before they have the Kinstones, they were frowning, but now they're smiling. let's see what's up here quick. Kinstone piece, okay. Maybe these are the Armos. Yeah, I think these were the Armos, but I don't know. I have no idea, actually. Okay. Had to cut it real quick, but just gonna finish this up. I wonder why some of these Minish are in these random areas. Like, were they cut off from the rest of the Minish? And forced into exile or something? I don't know. It seems weird. Now we can take care of this guy. I don't know if spin attacks do double damage like they normally do in some of the other games. I would assume they do, because there's no sort of jump attacks yet, but maybe not. But I feel like they do double damage. And then to make this little block thing disappear, we just gotta kill these guys. And I believe that one of those vines leads down to a heart piece there, so we'll grab that. And that little seed right there, that is going to lead to a vine later on, once we find the right person to fuse with. And most of the time there's a heart piece on top. I'm not certain if there is on top of this one, but most of the time there is. Oh, I think it was somewhere on the left. Okay, so let's just run over. And then right here. Oops. We just gotta make our way across. And then should be a heart piece. Yep. There we go. I wonder if in speedruns, like when you're 100% of the game, it would be better to come back with like the Rock's Cape or something, just for that little time you might be able to save. I don't know. I don't know how that works, because you would have to backtrack here, but then again, the vine isn't grown yet, so I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll have to watch one of those 100% runs. Not that I would ever get into a 100% speedrun, because that takes time. And I'm not really too familiar with everything it is, and the whole fusing kinstones and whatnot. That could be tedious, because technically with RNG, you could never get the right kinstone piece you're after, and like, what do you do then, you know? Probably could have cut these bushes, but oh well. And then we should be coming up on the temple pretty quick. I think it's just up those stairs on the right. And for these guys here, you want to turn Minish, because that one on the far left, he's going to block the, I guess, exit for this area. And we don't want that, so turn him off. And then what we're going to do is kill these other three so that we can get those two chests. I don't think they're anything too exciting. Maybe some seashells. Probably Kinstone for the 5 millionth time. Come on. There we go. Okay, so next what we need to do is just kill pretty much every enemy in this area. Assuming there's gonna be some of those weird crab things, because there's a lot of rocks here. There we go. And then get off, please. Thank you. And then one here. And with that, that takes us to the next dungeon slash temple. I think I'm going to end it off here. Next video, we'll be covering the entire temple slash dungeon. I want to thank you guys all for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.